done at Eagle Academy. So I haven't gotten any tweets back from anybody specifically asking them specific questions or any messages in the chat room, so I'm going to go ahead and get to tonight's topic. But like I said, check out Black Electorate. Very good article, very good information. Oh, shout out to Brent Leary. Brent, you're on! Wow! Sorry I missed you last night, bro. I missed Brent Leary. He does a Friday night mix that's out of this world. Woo! Friday night mix is great. Follow Brent Leary on Twitter. He's a great guy. And DNMP Political. They say check out this link for a good article concerning separate education versus co-ed education. Looks at pros and cons. I will favorite that and I will check that out later. Thank you so much. We are going ahead to play the first video, and it's about a 13-minute interview. It's a very good segment. It was done here in New York about Eagle Academy and the success of Eagle Academy. And I think that a shout out to 100 Black Men, and oh, shout out to our new sponsor, Rolling Out. Go to Rolling, it's twitter.com/rolling out. Join them, follow them, join them. They actually have a free giveaway going on. Scroll down the page, look for the free Obama Watch giveaway, and check that out. But shout out to 100 Black Men for the work they do here in New York. They're doing some real interesting work here in New York, and we're not going to play that. That's not what we're trying to play. I feel like a real news. That's not the clip. Can you get the right clip? But no, seriously, really, that's not the right clip. No, really, that wasn't the right clip. That was another show's clip. Will remain nameless. But we're going to see the interview with the principal of Eagle Academy and one of his students, a nice young man who's done really well for him at the school. And by the way, Kevin_Powell had everybody in his Black Male in America last forum he did. He had the principal of the school, and the principal stood up and talked to us and asked us here in Brooklyn to become mentors to kids here in Brooklyn, young men here in Brooklyn. And they're doing something different here in Brooklyn, as they're going to go ahead and not give a mentor to each individual child, but a group of mentors to a group of young men. So that peer pressure works good. 3 mentors to a group. Group might be 5 or 7 kids. And so you can see how that encouragement, peer pressure, can really work well. Okay, we're going to go ahead to watch the video.
I'm Phyllis West Coast, and our guests today are David Banks and John Gonzalez from Eagle Academy. David is the founding principal of Eagle Academy, and John is one of the students there. And following that first segment, our next guest is Gary Spina, author and teacher. Our topic today is a favorite one of getting the money's worth, education. We're going to begin with Dr. Banks and John Gonzalez. Welcome to the show.
Thank you so much for having us.
David, Eagle Academy for young men in the Bronx. Give us a little bit of background about Eagle Academy.
Sure. The Eagle Academy is the first all-boys public high school in New York City in more than 30 years.
Really?
Yep.
Structure as any other high school in New York City?
Absolutely. Followed in the same context, where we're not a charter school.
We're not a charter school.
No, we're a regular public school. And since the days of Clinton High School in the Bronx, or Boys High in Brooklyn, we're the first all-boys public high school in many, many years.
And your boss is the Chancellor, Joe Klein, like any other school?
It's just like every other school.
So tell me something. Where did the idea from? How did you convince the Chancellor and I suppose the mayor, I don't know,
Absolutely.
to allow you to embark on this single-sex school?
The idea emanated really from a small group of gentlemen, or members of the 100 Black Men of New York. Men who want to give back to the community. The 100 Black Men has been in existence in New York City for about 44 years. And this is their signature initiative. When they took a step back and really looked at some of the statistics that were impacting, young men, particularly young men of color,
Right.
not only in this city but all around the country.
All around the country, right.
It's nothing less than a crisis.
Absolutely. I couldn't agree more.
And I think we didn't have to convince the mayor or the chancellor. I think that they recognized this crisis as well, and provided their support in seeing that this would happen. But the 100 Black Men, working with other organizations as well, worked to create the school.
Okay, fine, I understand that. So you're under the same funding structure.
Yes, same.
Are your teachers part of the same teachers union?
Absolutely.
Oh, so okay. But you guys have a pretty achieving student body.
Yes.
Do you not?
Yes, we do.
So tell me something. That flies in the face of what many of the records are in other public high schools.
Sure.
So we understand it's male, all male. Is that the single reason why your guys achieve better? That there's no girls as a distraction? John, is that why you do better? Girls?
Look, the uniform we're not worried about what we're wearing. Or
Is that your typical uniform, what you have on?
this is one of our uniforms. We have two.
So your tie has an eagle.
Yes, we have a couple ties as well. We have a tie for each grade in the
Each
school.
grade.
Yeah.
And you're a junior.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so tell me something. You miss the girls?
Yeah. And it's not for girls outside of school, so.
Right, for sure. So, but aside from that,
Yes.
let's get real here. Aside from the single sex, you must be doing something else differently.
A couple things.
So, in the order of importance, tell us what is different about you and other public high schools in New York City.
In order of importance.
Aside from the male issue.
Have a committed group of smart and dedicated teachers. That's first and foremost.
Well, how is it, isn't your teacher pool from the same union as every other pool in every other school?
It's from the same pool.
But
The teachers who work for us and our support staff are all very, very clear about the mission of this school. They all have high expectations. It's a culture of high expectations.
so your teachers have bought into this no-fail mentality.
Yes.
They believe in the kids.
Absolutely. Not without its challenges, Judith, but that is certainly what everyone is working
Well,
towards.
listen, challenge is part of getting paid.
That's right.
That's
right.
That's
But I'll tell you, I think one of the second things that we have that is very unique and which makes Eagle Academy different than any other school, not only in New York City, but around the country, is that we have mentors for almost all of our young men in the school.
So, mentors, you mean you find people in the outside world and you hook them up?
Absolutely. Adult male mentors.
mentors.
And we've said that mentoring is the key.
Right.
And we think that having professional men who come in, who these are men who are too busy to do this, but they recognize that this is a crisis and they have to give back. We have well over 200 men who are serving as mentors for the young men.
So let me ask you something. Do your kids come from fragmented families?
Many of our students come from single-parent families.
Okay, so do these mentors then kind of act as surrogate families for these kids?
In many respects, they do. And for a lot of them, a lot of our young men come from a two-parent household. But you can never have enough mentors, Judith.
That's true.
Right? I know I had mom and dad home, and I had no shortage of other mentors in our life, and I'm sure you have as well.
I couldn't agree more.
One of the reasons why we have so many young men who want to come to Yale Academy is besides the academic program and besides the mentoring, we have a trumpet academy, we have a basketball team, we have a debate club.
And you participate in